Yo, what's up? I'm gonna hit y'all with a PS on this one. Don't be surprised if there's like a rift between the honorary WS Asians and the so-called woke Asians. Because there's low-key already a rift between them. Like a lot of some of these Asians on the internet, like Lauren Chan and others, they're calling other Asians woke Asians. They're using the term woke Asians. So that's kind of low key already a riff. And then you already know you got Michelle Markins running them up. That whore running them up. You got somebody else, I forgot her name. And you got this chick called Kim Iverson, right? She's on the right side, on the right wing side, so she's gonna be running them up. And I heard that she spoke about that whole Stop Asian hate thing, right? And according to like people in the comments, say it was kind of like she was pointing the finger at black folks. She running them up, and you got these Asian conservative posers on the internet. You got Andy Go running them up. You got Kenny I can't pronounce his last name, but he's the guy who made that book called The Inconvenient Minority, which there's no such thing as an inconvenient minority because minorities are underneath this power structure. Like, you don't even run anything. Like, it's stupid. This whole modern minority thing, it's stupid at the end of the day because you're not running shit. What else? Yeah. Don't be surprised there's going to be somewhat of an intense war because it kind of low-key already started. You got guys like George, I forgot his last name, but Asian actor, he's older. I think he's Japanese, but he's like an LGBT guy. But he kept it above. He talking about a lot of this stuff is WS, right? With these anti-Asian attacks and all these rhetoric about the Asians because of coronavirus. A lot of that come from WS, right? And then you had Asians on the right talking about it's not, stop trying to blame Whitey and stuff. So they're already going at it with each other. This is just something I noticed. You know what? Maybe this is a good thing, though. I give credit where credit due. I see a lot of Asians out here, specifically Asian Americans out here keeping it a buck, calling it out for what it is. Now everybody's trying to throw cats on the bus like that, pointing the finger at black society. Not everybody's doing that. Some people are keeping it a buck. And I appreciate that. I always appreciate people who keeps it a buck. Keep it 100. That's always appreciated. But there's going to be grifters, deflectors, and oppositions out here that's still trying to dip their toe on the other side. Just because that thing's going to get them closer to that white status, white carnality. I don't think I'm pronouncing that word right. Just that and the third, bro. It's sad. It really is. And I knew it. I knew it. I predicted this. I knew it. Cats was on, like, you watch these videos, right? The ones where so-called black perpetrators, mad racial undertones, people are regurgitating white supremacist talking points. Like, they're not doing this on any other videos, bro. I seen videos with non-blacks and white folks doing stuff, no racial undertones. I seen the video. Y'all remember that video I showed y'all on that live screen when that white man was calling them on C words? No, he was calling them the G words, and he talking about go eat your fucking rice. Go eat your fucking rice. I looked at the comment section, right? No racial undertones, my guy. Nobody called out WS, right? No one said anything about WS or made any excuse me, anti-white sentiments. You know what I'm saying? No one made any racial undertones, rehashing quote unquote black identity screaming talking points against whites, or say anything that was like anti-Hispanic, anti-Arab, because a lot of them, some of them are attacking them a lot more than black folks ever could. No one's saying anything. And I look at the videos with a so-called black perpetrator, right? Everybody got all the smoke. Everybody, man, talking like they want war and stuff. And then when I noticed, it was like some people was in there trying to send dog whistle to these WSs, talking about like implying let's work together, like blacks, no, like Asians and whites, let's work together and go against the blacks. Honestly, that's why I was picking up in some of these comment sections, in some of these videos. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. That's what I was getting. And then months later, like a couple of months later after I made that video, here we are. Or maybe like a month and a half. It's been about a good month since I made that video, I think. Yeah, about a good month. A month later, here we are now. I predicted this, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, bro, they're going to use this narrative and they're going to roll with it. And don't be surprised when somebody else try to assist that narrative as well. Oh, Asians and whites, oh, they're being systematically impressed. Oh, really, bro? This is laughable. This is why I can't take these Republicans and these conservatives serious just as much as these liberals. It's the same thing. Two sides of the same coin, my guy. And somebody try to argue me with that. Talking about it's not the same. No, it is the same, bruh. They both full of it. Both sides are full of it. If you want to vote some way, okay, I'm talking about these talking heads. That's what I mean when I say they both two sides of the same coin. Both of these political parties ain't shit. I'm talking about when it comes to these talking heads. Bro, I'm predicting this, man. I'm predicting this. And I find it quite funny that, especially Candace Owens, like, she's full of crap, man. I don't see why some of you guys like Candace Owens. Like, she is a shine, bruh. And she ain't even ADOS, bruh. / foundational Black American. And I'm not even going to use her as an example to post out on anybody who's non-ADOS, because she don't represent everybody. But she really takes the cake, bro. She insisted that blacks are the most violent people basically on the planet in the country, which that's so far from the truth. Yeah, there's blacks got issues. Black people are not perfect, but everybody else is not perfect either, bro. There's crime in every community. It's like, let's stop the cap. Like, people need to stop acting like these other groups are just perfect. Black folks are just the only one out here running wild. Nobody else is doing crime and nothing like that. That's bullshit. And it's anti-black. Yeah, I call out black society. I got my issues with black society. I do. I call out the BS. But it would never be to the point where I'm just anti-black. Like, nah, fuck all that. Because I'm still a black man. Why I look like being anti-black when I'm black? The hell? This is the same female, same person, and people who think like her believe that black people, when black people call out anti-blackness, you know, racism, systematic racism, WS, She's gaslighting, talking about we just playing the race card or being victims. See, you got these mega type dudes, these hood conservatives, black conservative type dudes on the internet, right? Talking about victimhood, victimhood, victimhood. And I'm calling out names like Trey the MBD, right? He always want to say something about, oh, victimhood, victimhood, victimhood. And hey, he's not my cup of tea. If anybody watches content, it is what it is. Like, he's not my cup of tea anymore. I've been started watching that dude videos ever since he went off the rails on this damn Trump shit, this Trump bandwagon shit. He was cool at first. He had a dope ass channel at first, when it was just strictly SYSPN, but he got onto this conservative political shit. Yo, man, I had to diss myself from that dude. He was just all over the place. And he was with these mega boys type shit, man. I wasn't fucking with that. He ain't got nothing to say about this. He ain't saying that, oh, no victimhood or people making excuses when Candace Owens talking about how whites and Asians are being systematically oppressed. That goes for anybody. No one's saying, oh, she's pulling the race card, this, that, and the third, because it fits their narrative. She was on Fox News saying this, Carl Tucker, whatever his name is. Everybody on there who white, everybody was just nodding their head like they was just agreeing with her. Oh, they wasn't saying, oh, no one's pulling the race card, someone's pulling the race card, this, that, and the third. Let's wait till all the facts come out. Just that and the third. No one's saying anything. Oh, fake news. That's fake news. The woke media. No one's saying that. It's only woke when it doesn't fit their agenda. Like, something's pulling the race card or this, that, and the third, or liberal policies. People want to be woke and shit. Like, it's only that when it doesn't fit their narrative. This is what pisses me off about these anti-SJWs, bro. They're no better than these SJWs. It's the same side, one coin, two sides of the same coin. If everybody, bro, fuck them. I'm tired of people. People are full of shit. Where these hood servers at? Street servers. Where all these black MAGA type dudes at, or type females at? Why nobody calling her out, calling out what she said? And I see the people who's calling this out are the pro-blacks, or the people who talk about black issues. This is where I got it from them. The only reason I knew about it because I was just randomly searching on the internet for stuff, and somebody made a video about it. But this is pathetic, bro. And them type of Negroes are trying to replace foundational black Americans. Again, I'm not trying to say that everybody's like that. Every non-ADOS is like that. But individuals like her with her mindset, they're over here trying to replace foundational black Americans. Hell nah. Like, I got my issues with a lot of Negroes out here, a lot of the backwards thinkings out here, a lot of the dysfunctional, but everybody's not like that. And I try to be around like-minded people, right? But this is cap. Say what you want about black Americans, though, but at least they're not self-serving to the power structure. At least they try to fight back. I'll give credit where credit's due. Man, I'm trying to tell you guys, bro. Everybody's full of crap. Everybody's full of it. And one more thing. Where these Asian conservatives at, bro? I don't hear them calling this out. I don't hear these Asian conservatives call, oh, she's pulling the rage card, this, that, and the third. No, because it fits their narrative, bro. And she said Asian and white. She didn't say Asians and blacks were being systematically oppressed. She said Asians and whites. See, they're going to take that and roll with it. A lot of these Asian conservatives, right? They're not gonna call that out. They're not gonna say, "Oh, that's woke," this, that, and the third. Cause let some Asian, a quote unquote woke Asian, call out WS, talking about how blacks and Asians are being racially discriminated against, systematically discriminated against, which is true. A lot of these white conservatives and even other Asian conservatives, they would have said that she's pulling the race card. Oh, woke Asian, this, that, and the third. You see the hypocrisy in this? This is why I want to leave, bro. I want to leave this country. I'm tired of all this all this policies, bro. Politics. All the politics, man. I'm tired of it. Because people want to be so self-serving to this power structure so bad that they will compromise or do things that the disparagement of other people that can be affected by that power structure. And I'm not feeling that. I feel some type of way about that. This is why I want to leave the rat race. When I get my stuff in check, I'm leaving, bro. I'm leaving. I'm tired of this. I'm sick and tired of this. Bunch of damn ass kissers, bro. Seriously, bunch of damn white ass kissers. Damn. And you know what's effed up? You know what else that's kind of effed up? Especially a lot of these immigrants, right? From different backgrounds, right? They come down here. Now I hear this that they work harder. Like, that's cap, bro. They don't work no harder than everybody else. Everybody works hard. I'll bring up like the Asians. Yeah, they work hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna disregard their work ethic. But hey, they're not doing anything that everybody else is not doing. Other people work hard too. I mean, that's not just Asian doctors and stuff like that. There are white doctors, black doctors, Hispanic doctors, or people in the tech, other ethnic groups in the tech. Like, that's kept. And it turns out they're not even in leadership positions inside these corporate jobs and stuff. These white collar jobs, they're not even in leadership positions. And they're not even that well off. That's a myth, bro. The whole thing where they're working hard, they work harder than everybody, and then they make more money than that. That's cap, bro. That's not even true. That's a false narrative. That's in certain areas, like in certain states where most of them are populated at. And then they're averaging out the people who got all these education and stuff like that, got the good jobs, like the Chinese, the Filipinos, the Indians, and they're carrying the numbers. There's multiple Asian groups here in America. They carrying the number in certain areas, giving the illusion that, you know, Asians in general are like the breadwinners in America, which is not even true, because a lot of Asians are not well off like that. That's like only a certain amount. And they're carrying the number, making the number look higher than what it actually is in certain areas. That statistic is not like every single Asian person inside America, and then they're averaging it out. That data and statistics, it's based on certain areas. And then I seen a lot of these white conservatives type dudes, they try to insist on, oh, what about Asian supremacy? Are you kidding me? Oh, you kidding me? They're not running anything. Regardless. Dude, this system, this power structure is dominated by the so-called dominant society. That I don't even know why anybody's trying to insist that now. Asian supremacy. Okay. I mean, you can make an argument in their country, but here in America specifically, in Western society in general, oh, stop the cap. Stop the cap. A lot of people talking about stop the Asian hate, right? All these anti-Asian hate crimes, right? They're not even just in America. They're in like Western society, like Canada. People showing their ass to Asians in Canada, and they're not even black folks. That was white people doing that. I seen a bunch of videos of people in Canada showing their ass. I've seen stories in Germany. A certain part, it's probably like a certain part in Germany. People in Europe going butt wild. I'm hearing some stories in Europe. European countries. Why I'm not surprised. They colonized them hundreds of years ago. It is what it is. But no, the finger's pointing at black society for some reason, for some odd reason, even though economically, historically, collectively, and culturally, and socially, we don't have a problem with them. So that's just cap. Those were just like a few isolated incidents that the media nitpick and show them over and again. And then they don't go into like the full contents of the video. What happened to make that situation occur. It could have been some foul play. Because I've seen some stories that had a so-called black perpetrator, and then some of them don't even make sense. It turns out that it didn't. It's not what it actually been made out to be. A couple of these videos, a few of these videos get taken out of context. Like those two black boys in that basketball game that dapped up that Asian kid. First of all, they tried to get charges put on him. Nothing. They couldn't get him with no charge, so that means it was bullshit. And then you watch the video, it was some foul play, bro. He was playing dirty. Or something was said, or all the above. Because we don't go off for no reason like that, unless something was said and done. And I've seen videos with some Asians actually saying the N-word, bold enough to tell a black person the N-word, and then black folks react a certain way. I seen a new video, these two teenage black girls calling out these going in on some Asians, right? And they trying to make it seem like they getting charged with Asian hate, right? And they didn't even do anything. They just got into like an argument. Basically, they was basically G-checking those Asians. That's what they was really doing, basically doing. No one put hands on anybody. They was basically G-checking. They was talking about do it again, do that shit again. So something was said or done to make those two black teenage girls to go off. But no one's going to bring up that. It's like, people, this is what I'm saying. And then people want to take these situations out of content, right? And then point the finger at blacks. But we don't really do nothing to people like that. Especially Asians. We ain't messing with Asians like that. I'm not saying that a black person wouldn't be capable of doing that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, like, in general, we ain't out there doing anything to y'all like that. But going back to what I was saying about hard working and all this, look, that's cap. Like, yeah, some of these people, they work harder. These immigrants, they come here and work harder than Americans, but that's not always the case. Americans work hard too, especially some black folks. They work hard too. It's black folks working 2-3 jobs. What the hell are we talking about? This is for the opposition, cause you got people who want to call black folks lazy. This, that, and the third. You have, what's her name, Veronica Wu, talking about that the reason black people are not intact is because they're lazy. Like, come on, bro, for real. And she an immigrant. I'm not surprised she will say something. She an immigrant. See, these immigrants don't know the history of America. That's important. This is why I said, when a lot of these immigrants come here, bro, they look at black society through the lenses of WS. Why? Because the system, the power structure allows them to come down here and leapfrog. People complaining about these immigrants, right? You better point the finger. Don't blame the immigrants. You better blame the power structure. They're being allowed to. Dude, The system, the power, they're allowing them to come here. Come on, they got people guarding on the borders, but they're still able to come here. They've been allowed to. And then they can come here and leapfrog over Americans. They can come here and barely speak English or not at all and get the business loan, and then they'll set up shop over people who haven't been here their whole life. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give them credit for that. I ain't got no issues with it, but I'm not going to disregard American people for immigrants. I'm not about to do that. And then they start looking at certain people, especially black Americans, right, with the side eye, talking about, well, I came here with nothing, and I was able to make it, but why can't y'all make it? Y'all lazy, just that and the third. Dude, that's not the case at all. You just got to make do with the opportunities that you have and hope for the best. That's basically what I'm at. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunities that I do have, and then I'm not saying just because the power structure is what it is that a black person can't make it or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying it may be some barriers that you might have to go through because it's by design. Try to move forward. We're not going to talk about how a lot of black people in the whole tech thing, they're pressing lawsuits and stuff against these companies and stuff for like discrimination. Oh, we're not going to bring that up. And we're not going to talk about how black folks go through racism in the white corporate America. I hear a lot of stories from black people. I heard a couple of them on TikTok. The experience in corporate America. It's a lot of BS they got to go through, and they got to suck it up. If they don't, it's their job. But I made this so long, bruh. That's all I wanted to say. It's a lot of hypocrisy, and there's gonna be another war, man. They're really trying to still keep that toe on the other side. The Aryans and the honorary Aryans, bro, they are match made in hell, bro. I'm telling you. A lot of these people, they're just the colonizers' whore, man or woman.